What is up, guys? It is Michael here again, aka Vanilla Bear, and welcome to part 7 of my Deus Ex Mankind Divided Foxiest of the Hounds and Pacifier walkthrough. So this is the second last mission, mission 15. This is one of the most annoying ones, because at some point you are asked to take out these guards, and there's 11 of them. Now, it is possible to finish this mission without any of them seeing you, without hurting any of them, but I've been led to believe that if you do that, you won't get the Foxiest the Hound trophy, and it doesn't really explain why. It's just a thing about the game, so you have to follow the objective and you have to sort of tranquilize them or stun them all and hide the bodies, so like no one can find them, which is... it can be a little annoying, especially considering most of this guide I haven't actually really done any of that. Like, I haven't hit a body at all. I've tracked a couple of people, but other than that, there's nothing. So you start off on the rooftops, you head down, you come across these sort of shifty looking guards. I choose to back away from them, and then you head left and you go in the vent. So this is where we are now. So apologies, it's a quite a long intro and I wasn't paying attention. So just keep going through the vents and you end up here. Now I would drop a save here because this room can be quite frustrating. And then these two guards will eventually have a conversation and then separate. So what you're going to do is you're just going to stealth. Now, admittedly, I stealthed this whole corridor. It's not necessary. What I'm going to do is what I did in my last video, which is I'm going to leave this area a different way that I came in. Which is probably the way I should have gone in the first place, but I wasn't exactly thinking at the time. So, I mean, if you've been following my guide from start, like, you have known that I've chosen to increase my energy from the start. So if you've done the same, you can literally copy this completely. So you head into this room, you have to hack this computer, which can be quite annoying because the thing's quite far away, but you can save it beforehand. What I would recommend you do is save it after, because there's a stupidly long unskippable kind of like cutscene, and I failed a little bit after this and I had to rewatch it. So piece of advice is, after you've gotten away from this console, save it. Okay, 100% save it here, because it's so frustrating watching that whole scene again. Now we're going to leave the rooms again on our end, so make sure you go into stealth because they will notice the doors open, and we're going to head in here. Now this is the way we're going to leave, which we probably should have entered, because it's a little bit better for the sort of energy consumption. So you need to move this object out of the way. However, there's a guy sort of in front of us. Another thing I probably should have mentioned at the start, but I was too busy talking randomly, but you're going to need the ability to move heavy objects for this to work, because this is a heavy object. And the first thing we move in the beginning of this level is a vending machine, which is a heavy object as well. So make sure you purchase that. So once we get a clear view, this guy's going to head towards us, but he won't come around this corner. He's going to walk off to the left, and then we're going to stealth into the room on the right. The guy in here doesn't notice you, so you're just going to walk right all the way to the other end and into that vent that you can see. And you get in here, and we're just working our way back to the elevator at the start, because the elevator now allows us to go down another level. Now, there's a kind of funny bit coming up. Now, I'd save it here because I kind of fucked up this bit. But we're just going to head straight forward, and then we're going to head into the right, past the lasers and the camera. Now, once you get through into this room here, this room is non-hostile. So don't do what I'm doing. Don't crouch and bloody stealth away, because you don't need to. It's a non-hostile room. I was just being a bit of an idiot at the time. See, like, I'm hiding here for my energy to go up to hide from the camera, but I don't need to. So don't do that. But get in here, take the elevator, now you're going down to the reception. And this is where the fun happens, which is also sarcasm. So these are all the guards that you have to take down. Now they're marked on your mini-map, which is good.
Alright guys, I'm
But
inside the reception.
the thing that's most intimidating about this is there's civilians everywhere. But once you begin to understand that civilians are really stupid, it's not so bad. So there's a camera above this guy, and then once it looks at you and starts to head back the opposite direction, you're going to have to hack it. And there you go. So I think there's 3 things you have to get. And immediately after that is hacked, you're going to track this guy in the head. There we go. Once you track him, you have to hack this console here. It's only level 1, but it's one of the stupid ones that you can't see anything. So you're going to head up to do it, then you're going to go down, and then directly up. And that's it, easy peasy. And then you need to hide his body. Now, I was kind of stressed at this point because the camera is flashing and starts to become hostile again. And hiding bodies in this game is a little bit frustrating. The button scheme is just stupid. And then I carry him back because you have to push square to drop him, so it's really annoying.
No luck yet.
See, I lost him again. There we go. Anyway, I would recommend that you save the game after every person that you successfully sort of trank and hide, because there is 11 of them, and if you fuck up later, it is frustrating to head back and do them all again. So save after every one. I guess I just saved it right there. So the next guy is on the right hand side, sort of directly in front of it. We need to sort of get round there. So down there, that guy right in front of the couch, he's our next target. So you're going to head along, jump down, because apparently they don't really care. And then in this toilet is where we're going to stash his body. So the guy looking at the window will turn around and walk away. Once he's walking away, you're just going to track this guy in the back of the head. Another thing that annoys me about the trank thing is they take so long to fall down. That's just takes way too long. Also, don't forget the bathroom door shuts behind you. And we're just gonna stuff them in here. There we go, and shut the door. Now, shutting the door is pretty important because that guard would just walk past now, will go into the toilet, and he'll just see him straight away. The next one is a guy on the left. So what we're going to do is we're going to Icarus up to this platform here. Because apparently civilian guests don't really care if you do that. That's totally fine. So you could go down here and get him, but there's a camera looking at him. So the best thing to do is wait for him to come to you. Now you don't need to distract him or anything. He will eventually just walk up these stairs. Okay, here he comes. Now wait for him to get close to you and he'll stop. And as he stops, melee him. And Adam should do this sort of thing here where he'll drag him around the corner at the same time. And that way you don't have to hide him. You can just leave him there. Okay, so now that he's dead, or tranked, save it. And then we're going to move on to the next target. So I spend a little bit here time trying to use the Icarus to get higher up, but the vertical distance for the Icarus dash is nowhere near as good as the horizontal distance. It's really, really bad. They could have made it so much cooler than it actually is. But I also forget how to cancel it, so I'm pretty sure I just dash in a random direction. Yeah. But it's cool, we'll get those guys later. So we're just going to turn around and head into the center. Ignore that guy. He's the last one we get, I think. Head up here on the right. There's a door you're going to need to hack. That's level 1. You can maybe save before it, because like I said in other videos, level 1 doesn't necessarily mean it's easy. It just means that it's kind of the way you need to go. Obviously the game wants you to head that way. There we go, and we are in. So now the next target is just at the top of these stairs. And you can see him there, but there's a guy on the right coming along, so we need to back off and just hide while they have a little bit of a conversation. Now, this bit is quite good because what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of 4 people really, really quickly. So he's walking off to the left, so we're just going to follow him, and then we're going to melee him in the back. Like so. And then we're going to hide his body. Now, I don't actually think you need to hide this guy's body, because I don't think anyone else comes in this direction. But I decided just to be cautious. Okay, now next we're going to head across these doors where the other guy went. Make sure you save it before you do this. Now, he's just chilling on the right hand side, but there's a glass window, so make sure you go into stealth and immediately just run past him. I got really lucky. I just got out of his side of view before my stealth went off. And then you're just going to trank him in the head. This guy, I'm pretty sure you don't even need to hide either, because no one's going to come this way. But, just to be safe. And then all the way at the top of the stairs, there is another guy. So I quickly saved it here, I think. Now this guy, you're just going to quickly open the door and then back away, because he's going to notice and he's going to sort of investigate. As soon as he gets close enough, just knock him out. Now, I think I left him there today. No, I think I must have moved him, just to be careful. And then on my radar, you'll see another guy who's about to walk past the door. So once he has gone past, you're just going to walk out the door. Make sure he has enough distance between him and the door so he doesn't hear it when you open it. And then you're just going to smack him in the back as well. Okay, so now we're going to take out the 2 guys below that I was trying to Icarus to earlier on. So we're just going to hack this. I think it's a level 1 door as well, so this is really easy. Yep. So it's a really quick hack. Now you don't necessarily need to hack this one. You can go around a slightly longer way, but because you always start with level 1 hack, you may as well just do it. You know, it requires no upgrades to do. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to drop off this balcony. Now I took a little bit longer because I was trying to work out where the second guy was, not knowing that that's him down there. So I wait here until I see him before I drop off, but you don't need to, you can just drop off immediately. Okay, I went into stealth just in case I made any noise. And then I decided to wait for this guy because I was going to take him out first. And then I realised that he doesn't actually walk all the way around here. He kind of just stops like halfway and then turns around. So we're actually going to go for the guy on the right hand side first. So this guy shouldn't see you, even though you know you're almost in his line of sight. And getting the hitbox to sort of to get to melee him can be quite tricky. It took me a while to sort of get the box to register. As you can see here, and eventually there we go. Just take him out. Just like the other guy before, he does a takedown that sort of hides him automatically. And the other guy has already walked downstairs, so we're just going to trank him from a distance because there's no one down there. There we go. Now there's just 2 people to go. So I'm just going to give it a quick save here. And the next 2 are my favourite takedowns just because they're both so outrageous. So that guy's going to head to the toilet. Now while he's walking to the toilet, this is when you want to make your move because we're going to take him out second. So we need to take out the first guy quick enough so that that guy is still in the bathroom. Okay, luckily this guy was also heading here. Now this area I'm in right now is filled with people, like just dancing, but somehow they do not notice what I'm about to do. So I tried to latch onto the wall to do a melee attack, but he's just too far away. So I'm going to pull off the wall and then just trank him in the back of the head. And nobody cares. I mean, it does kind of look like he's just going in a prone position, like, because he goes so slowly. Like that, and then you're just going to drag him around. Like so. You give it a quick save, and I noticed that this guy is still in the toilet. So we're going to drop down. Now, this might be my favourite bit. So these two people that are in the urinals, they do not move. They are there the whole time. So they don't even see you. So you just wait for this guy to walk away, and you trank him in the back of the head, and then we're going to put him into the same toilet that his friend's in. I also love that I don't even get this guy in the head. I get him in the neck, so he takes ages to fall down. But he doesn't even care. Like, I shot him in the back of the neck, and he doesn't even care. Makes no sense. But yeah, you just stuff him in here. So that's all 11 done. Now, Miller says that one of the guards should have the key card. Now, I totally forgot this, so I didn't pick it up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you where to get one. This is the one that you can get, so you can play this whole section without killing anyone or without getting seen. Unfortunately, you have to do it this way to get the fucking trophy. So what we're going to do is we're going to slowly make our way up to the top floor. There's a camera above us, so what I do is I Icarus jump up here, and we need to get onto the scaffolding where the lights are. No, I think you can Icarus up to them, but I decided to do a little bit of vaulting. There you go, and there's that vent directly above us. So we need to go all the way over here, turn around, and you'll see the entrance to it right there. Jump in, and we're going to go right. And then we're going to drop down here. This is a really cool way to get this key card. I think it's pretty snazzy. So drop down here, all the guys are on the left hand side, but you can actually just grab the key card from here. There you go.
I've got the key card. Should be in the catering area soon. You guys copy?
The good thing is when I picked that key card up, it noticed that I said I had the smooth operator and the ghost sort of section done, which means I wasn't seen. So keep a lookout for that. Now I get kind of lost here, so I decided just to head in any random direction. As long as you end up in the room, it's fine. I ended up back in the toilet.
No worries, I got this one.
And then you just need to head up to the door. Failed platform at the same time. So I think we're going to go around, we're going to Icarus dash up again. Alright, nobody's going to jump. Now bear in mind, the door you have to get to does have a camera outside, so make sure you stealth before you go through. Now, this mission's pretty much done. There's just one more, like 2 more guys to get past, because like all the hard stuff's done. But first thing you should do when you get through here is save it, so you never have to do it again. So you can run through here, take a right, then into this room, and we're going to go through this vent. Some guy on the left sort of like got suspicious for me, but it's not really important. He's not even in the same building, I don't think. I don't know how he heard me. But this guy's going to come up to the doorway, and it's going to turn around. So take your opportunity to get out of the vent, and then we're going to jump at the window on the right hand side. You might have to use cloak once you drop down in case he hears you, but I got lucky and he didn't really care, as long as you play it slow. And we're going to head through this door on the right, and that is the end of the mission. This is where we find Miller, and that's mission 15 done. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video, which is the last one where we get our trophy. So, until then, I shall see you later.